Hello friends, welcome to Pranatiworld. Today we are going to discuss about Olympics, but it won't be covered in a single video. Definitely I will make another part of this video. So let's start. The modern Olympic Games or Olympics are leading international sporting events featuring summer and winter sports competitions in which thousands of athletes from around the world participate in a variety of competitions. The Olympic Games are considered the world's foremost sports competition with more than 200 nations participating. Do you know when it started and how? The first Olympics. The first ancient games most likely took place in 776 BC. We know this because the winners of a foot race are documented with inscriptions at Olympia, Greece, beginning in 776. The ancient Olympic Games were religious and athletic festivals held every 4 years at the sanctuary of Zeus in Olympia, Greece. Male athletes, representatives of different city-states from various parts of the ancient Greek world, flocked at Olympia to compete in equestrian, athletic, and combat sports. The ancient Olympics events consisted of running, wrestling, boxing, chariot racing, horse racing, pentathlon, and the mixed martial art pancration. Much like today, the athletes who participated in these games were considered celebrities. They were respected in their city-states, trained vigorously to achieve the best possible result, and enjoyed a special social status. According to legend, it was Heracles who first called the games Olympic and established the custom of holding them every 4 years. Heracles was a divine hero in Greek mythology, the son of Zeus. Zeus is the sky and thunder god in ancient Greek religion, who rules as king of the gods of Mount Olympus. The myth continues that it is Heracles, whose name was later Romanized as Hercules, built the first Olympic stadium as an honor to Zeus. Following its completion, he walked in a straight line for 200 steps and called this distance a stadion, which later became a unit of distance. The games were held every 4 years, and this period, known as an Olympiad, was used by Greeks as one of their units of time measurement. The Olympic Games reached the height of their success in the 6th and 5th centuries BC, but then gradually declined in importance as the Romans gained power and influence in Greece. While there is no scholarly consensus as to when the games officially ended, the most commonly held date is 393 AD, when the Emperor Theodosius I decreed that all pagan cults and practices be eliminated. Another date commonly cited as 426 AD, when his successor Theodosius II ordered the destruction of all Greek temples. Post-modern Olympics 1896. Eventually, the first Olympic Games of modern times were held in 1896 in Athens, Greece. The person most responsible for the rebirth of the Olympics was Baron Pierre de Coubertin, who proposed the idea to the public in 1894. His original plan was to organize the Olympics in Paris in 1900. However, the delegates from 34 countries in the world loved the idea so much. They pressed him to organize the Games 4 years earlier and move them to Athens, the capital of the Kingdom of Greece. And finally, the Olympics happened under the auspices of the IOC, International Olympic Committee, in the Panathinaike Stadium in Athens in 1896. It brought together 241 athletes from 40 nations who competed in 43 different events. These included both athletic disciplines that were a legacy from the ancient Greek times and modern sporting events. The public loved the idea of the games, which received a lot of attention and praise around the world. Many spectators, athletes, and officials thought this should always take place in Athens in order to preserve the tradition. The intention of the IOC was to move those subsequent games to various host cities around the world. So, the 1900 Summer Olympic Games were held in Paris and marked the first time women were allowed to compete. The next games in 1904 were held in St. Louis as part of the World's Fair. The majority of the athletes who participated, 580 out of 650, were from the United States. Because of that, they were not recognized as a successful international sporting event. The winner of the marathon was later disqualified upon discovery of a photograph of him riding in a car during the race. The games rebounded with the 1906 Olympic Games, which were held in Athens. These games attracted a broad international field of participants and generated a great deal of public interest, marking the beginning of a rise in both the popularity and the size of the Olympics. The 1906 Games were officially recognized by the IOC at the time, although not any longer, and no intercalated games have been held since. That's all for today. See you again in the next part of this video. If you liked this video, then please hit the like button, comment your views and subscribe for more videos. Thank you very much for watching.